MLP series review, season 1, episode 22, A Bird in the Hoof. This episode is an episode. It's definitely an episode. It's my favorite 3 characters, by far and away, are Luna, Celestia, and Starlight. And then it's like Sunset and Twilight right after that. This is the first episode where we really get a good bit of Celestia, and I really don't like this episode very much. So what happens is Celestia's in Ponyville for a party. She's with her pet, Philomena. She has to leave the party. Fluttershy takes Philomena because Philomena looks like garbage and she looks like she's going to die at any moment. She tries to help her, fix her. Doesn't work. Twilight comes. She's like, oh my gosh, you took the princess's pet. Then the guards come and they're like hiding from that. And then we get like a Benny Hill chase scene between like Philomena and Twilight and Fluttershy. And then Philomena explodes into ash. And then Celestia's like, what the heck is happening? And then you find out that she's a phoenix and everything works out. There's really only one redeeming part. Well, I guess 2. I'll say the redeeming parts of this episode for me. There's one part when Twilight and Fluttershy are chasing, like running around trying to find Philomena, and Rainbow Dash just comes out of nowhere, and she's like, what are you guys doing? Are you guys racing? Can I race too? Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, go. And she just takes off, and like that, there's no follow up to that. Rainbow Dash she just takes off, and it's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's like they didn't even answer Rainbow. You're like that freaking. You're like, oh, this is fun. Oh man, that part makes me laugh every time I see it. The other redeeming part of this episode, I think, is when they think they're gonna get in trouble, like when Twilight and Fluttershy think they're gonna get in trouble from the princess. Twilight is really trying her hardest to take the blame, even though it wasn't her fault that she like really didn't do anything to begin with. I think that's really. Obviously you shouldn't do that because she's like technically lying, but I think it's good that she's trying to cover for her friend because she thinks like, hey, if I do this, then like, because there was no really even harm. I mean, if the pet really died, but I liked that. And then after Fluttershy covers for Twilight because like Fluttershy is like, so if you want to send me to the moon or lock me away and put me on the moon or whatever. And Celestia's like, why would you ever get that idea? And like Fluttershy just looks at Twilight and she's like, I guess I have a wild imagination. And it's like, because Twilight's freaking psycho. We get a lot of her neuroticism from Twilight in this episode. We see the she freaks out thing. We get that in season 2 in spades. I don't really like this episode because it gave Celestia a lot of like of her Mimi stereotypes in the fandom. Like she does the thing where she's drinking the tea and she trolls the cakes, and like Trollestia came from that. And then like we got the like not caring Celestia attitude where she's just like, I don't care because her like pet is dying and she's just like, I don't care. I don't think it's a bad episode. I don't think it's even like a terrible episode. I just don't really care for it. I think that like Celestia has so much potential as a character, as who she is, and like some of the things they could have done with her are so like crazy good, and they really didn't do anything with Celestia. I think that off the top of my head, the best episodes for Celestia and Luna are Luna is obviously Luna Eclipsed, and I think they did a great job on Luna Eclipsed. And for Celestia, I think the best episode is the one where she goes with Twilight, showing her like when Twilight is picking what to do with Starlight. And like that's not even like a Celestia episode per se. Like we do see and then they do the retconning in that episode, and it makes it a bad episode. They don't really like Celestia just never gets anything. It really pisses me off. I like the sisters equally. But I've always said, if it comes down to a choice between the two, for loyalty between them, I will always pick Luna's side because of what happened to her before. But Celestia really gets nothing as far as the canon goes. I'm glad she kind of got from some of the fans. She got like justification with some stuff. But yeah, this episode is meh. It's better than the previous episode. So I'll say this one's about like a 2 out of 10. It's not middle of the road. I'd say it's a little below average, but it's tolerable. I'd watch it again just because why not? But yeah, nothing really special.